You're nearly there. The momentous moment when you will get your certificates and become graduates is within sight now. I have taught at Hampshire across 36 years, and it is today a great honour to represent the faculty in order to honour you, the graduating students. First, a word from the faculty perspective. We have watched your efforts to formulate ideas. We've watched them unfold in our offices, in your minds, and heard about them in the mods. We've wondered, we've held our breath, we've argued with you, we've questioned, we've suggested, we've disagreed, and we've agreed, and we have been amazed at the innovative journeys that you undertook, often so boldly, and what you brought to fruition. As faculty and advisors, we were in turn collaborative intellectuals, academic excavators, the creative foils and practical inspiration, the negotiators who in dialogue with you witnessed your efforts, the odds you navigated, your creative and critical push and pull, your dead-end moments, your small or large changes of course, and your refinements of focus. And we offered you a kind of eclectic, if not eccentric, familial style backcloth to your transformations and progress, concerned for your well-being, invested in the realization of your potential and your aspirations. We have witnessed it all. And today we are honored to pay tribute to the whole caboodle. So here you are. You've done it, and we celebrate you. Here you are, crossing the line today on the threshold between completion and departure, leaving the fold of the college, which we hope has served you well. So after today, it's the world out there, a terrain which still remains one of instability, uncertainty, damage, and discrimination. Just by being at Hampshire, with the visions and aspirations that this college embodied, behind the huge diversity of projects that you developed, you have breathed in the oxygen of social justice aspirations. You have encountered the questioning of norms that still feed our often unconscious compliance with unacceptable realities, unacceptable inequalities, unacceptable exploitations both of people and of the resources of the planet we live on. May our motto, non satis scire, inspire you, particularly with its non satis, that means not enough, inspire you to productive dissatisfaction with the status quo where damage and injustice persist. Inspire you with productive dissatisfaction with a world that needs more than ever your sharp, critical, compassionate insight and questions, your stubborn persistence, and your actions to contest and to create alternatives. One quintessential aspect of the Hampshire vision, which you have so imaginatively embraced in different ways, is its interdisciplinarity. The invitation to make connections, to see connections, and to go outside and beyond the disconnects. The Hampshire enigma, of course, is that on the one hand, you're meant to take individual initiative and responsibility, you on your tunnel, and at the same time, you're meant to be connecting all the time outside. We expect you to do all of that. In your Division 3, in your work, you were alone in your tunnel, your integrations and the priorities of your passions. Yet, you were doing that within the social ambiance of the college and social justice. There's always a risk that you surf the other issues while you're embedded in your own passions. So I just want to dip in, and as advisor, which as faculty we always are, I want to dip across this landscape of Div 3s. Can you link insight to sweatshops, prisons, human trafficking? Can you link that to the economics and social realities of pollution? Can you connect solar energy, neuroscience, to really understanding gender justice issues, not just talking about them? Can you connect histories of workplace democracy or the lived realities of militarization and foreign policy? I'm just invoking a few of the Div 3s out there. Can you link those to the urgent realities of climate change, the continued spread of HIV? As you design stunning animation or installations, you paint, make music, can you keep the realities of homelessness and immigration on your radar? If you focus on waste and recycling, can you take time to let theatre, fiction, poetry, music crack open the powers of insight in your heart? Can you mesh reproductive rights with daily challenges of your own carbon footprint? And can you make work on energy or computer science or psychology connect with sustained efforts across all forms of discrimination, stigma, marginalization, and exclusion? Can you do it? So as you leave, keep asking, what have I been able to embrace at Hampshire, and what did I only begin to embrace? How can I keep fostering my creative and critical energies to keep expanding the urgent inter- and intra-transdisciplinary connections that this world of ours so urgently needs? Now, no, you're not alone in these challenges. We faculty face these challenges with you. As alumni, will you keep us accountable to our own critical growth, our own creative engagement, the critical expansion of our horizons, as we have urged you to do with yours? Will you do it? Will you keep coming back to blow our minds with new questions or insights, struggles, inspiration, the diversity of your experiences? We'll want to hear it all. Will you do it? Finally, in tribute to the seeds of interdisciplinarity and the hybrid possibilities that Hampshire inspires, I thought I'd read you a poem that praises striking combinations, the richness of differences in the world. It's a poem that reminds us to slow down a bit and see the texture of the world around us while embracing non-singularities. I've got two little footnotes before I say it. The poem invokes the concept of God. Let it stand on your map of ascendant energy, life force, whether that's in church, temple, mosque, the occupied movement, the environmental hopes, or the quiet of a still morning as sun rises over the hills. And secondly, I've taken the license to change the pronouns in the last two lines. So it's not maybe what you expect from me, but it's a poem written about 150 years ago by Gerard Manley Hopkins. So keeping non-singularity and hybrid possibilities in mind, pied beauty. Glory be to God for dappled things, for skies of couple colour as a brinded cow, for rose moles all in stipple upon trout that swim, fresh fire coal, chestnut falls, finch's wings. Landscape, plotted and pieced, fold, fallow and plough, and all trades their gear and tackle and trim, all things counter, original, spare, strange, whatever is fickle-freckled, who knows how, with swift, slow, sweet, sour, a dazzle dim, they further forth whose beauty is past change. Praise them. Keep learning to listen well, even to the birds. Notice the finch's wings, and don't forget to pause to marvel at the colour of the fields. Be wildly creative in small, daily, and big world-changing ways. Keep alive the dreams and the energies that we hope were fostered here. Love well and safely. You are so necessary, and we have seen and recognised today the richness of your potential. It is with the greatest pride that we, the faculty, recognise your achievements, celebrate you for them, and congratulate you as you graduate today. We wish you well as you now acquire, one by one, the status of alumni of Hampshire College.